Good evening, good night, and good early morning. This is your host, CG, of this channel. As you can see in the title of this live, I guess you call it cast or live video recording, I was going to do a voiceover recording over maybe a black screen or something. But I decided to go live anyway. And as you can see in the topic of the title, which is what I'm going to talk about, certain words may be offensive but while others ain't. And the reason why I'm bringing up this video because we're living in the an era in life where you have to be careful what you say and how you say it. And sometimes your choice of words may offend those who read it afterwards. So again, there's no pleasing the masses of people. If somebody's gonna always find some fault or some kind of criticism to your way of life, which is your page and stuff. So you got to deal with that. Comes with the territory. So, case in point, just to keep this video very kind of brief, because I can tend to rumble on, in a group that I particularly formed, for us to have some fun, people getting affected by what it is that I post, and now ain't really messing with my in a group that I particularly formed, for us to have some fun, people getting affected. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with that group if I'm gonna keep it after next year, or if I'm just gonna say the heck with it, get rid of it, which I plan on do so at some point, get rid of that company and just do our own thing. But anyway, enough of the ramble. But to stay on topic, I made a post about to my milfs and what do you call those people? Milfs. I'm so tired. Excuse me. Milfs and cougars. What is it so important or something significant about younger men that you like? So they took offense to that way I worded it, and I said, well, listen, it wasn't in malintentions to cause any harm or what you gonna call it. Oh man, I can't think straight. It's too late, and I'm like half asleep right now. So evidently, what I posted must have offended you. So if you fit those two categories, excuse me, if you felt offended by those two words, then obviously you fit in that category somewhere. And it's not to bash anyone, and that's not what I do the sound and music for. I don't go out of my way to offend people or bash them because we all have our sins, we all have our faults, and we come short of the Lord the Most High. So again, I didn't realize that that was a bad thing until they pointed out. So instead of making a post taking offense to it, you should have just inboxed me like an adult and settle it offline like how you're supposed to do. Okay? It's not that hard. But then again, we live in a politically, excuse me, pardon the camera. We live in a politically correct way of life where, you say something that may not be offensive to a majority or a group of audience, but it may be offended to one or two or three people. That's where we're heading towards, folks. It's these all these laws about anti-bullying and stuff, which I can see why, because some people who are different sizes, shapes, and colors and ethnicities will tend to pick on other people for no apparent reason. And with regards, because I'm just jump all over the place, but what I'm saying about the keyboard and mouse, if it had that little defect or a typo somewhere, you need to point it out and just replace it with the new one. So, I mean, I see this person, the one I made the hole for, or somebody cut the hole in them for them for a very long time because they took offense to what we said. This is straight up locker room talk or out in the field type of talk. You can't really express yourself. You know what I mean? I'm tired, man. So I just wanted to, and then also to, before I even close out this video, we're living in a politically correct time. What that means is we cannot say and do as we please. Even if you have the best security, the best router and service provider, if rocks are falling off the cliff, excuse me, then that's the danger of living next to a cliff or having a highway being built on this creek. And you have no idea where to put all these cars at in the city of Patterson, or what to do with the city after friends will PM them or direct message them or private message them. So I don't know. But yes, we're definitely in the end times. We definitely 1000, 1001, 1002. Yeah, people doing setups. But it just amazed me how the lack of maturity in people, they'll take offense about what someone else posts and not put anything on their own. And then they wonder why. But anyway, what time is this video? It's about 6 minutes 33 seconds and counting. I'm gonna pause this video and come back later or another day. How my neighbors are turning out to be for this being a showcase house. It has to look on point. Otherwise, they're gonna be looking to build houses from the ground up and then they work on it. But anyway, so with that being said, I'm gonna have to be extremely careful how I word things, how I talk to people, how I interact with them, because again, bus rides aren't cheap, and some people may take offense to it, but hey, it is what it is. Teach his own. If there's nothing else, this will head up downstairs and then give him my helmet and tell him without further ado, I'm gonna close out this video. Please leave your comments and feedback below. And let's get things popping. I'm not saying to leave your girlfriend or wife, but she needs to know boundaries and know where her place is and know that the husband is supposed to be in order enough to lead his family in a righteous way. So, with that being said, folks, you have a good night, and I'll talk to you later. Night.